In this video, I'm going to test an award-winning trading strategy created by Rob Hoffman that claims to be extremely accurate and insanely profitable. I'm going to backtest this strategy 100 times with an initial account size set at $1,000. Our risk to reward ratio will be 1 to 1.5, which means we're going to be risking 2% of our account per trade in order to make 3. I'll be doing this so that you can literally see yourself how well this strategy works in different market conditions. So make sure you stay focused throughout the whole video, as there are quite a few rules that you need to understand. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. Now let's head over to TradingView.com, and I backtested this strategy on the 5-minute time frame, so let's go ahead and select that. We will also be using the price of Bitcoin versus USDT. This will work on any asset with a high level of volume, like crypto, stocks, and Forex. Now let's navigate over to our indicator search tab and type in Hoffman. So we're going to be picking these two indicators here, Rob Hoffman overlay set, and then our Rob Hoffman's inventory retracement bar. Okay, so the chart does look extremely messy right now, so we're going to clean it up a little. To do so, we're going to double click on this indicator here, and we're going to be adjusting some of the settings. So first of all, get rid of your fast speed line, this trend line here, and also let's change the colors. Okay, so the chart still looks a bit messy, but don't worry, I'm going to explain to you how this strategy works. So now let's double click on our second indicator, come across to the style section and get rid of our inventory bar retracement. Okay, now our strategy is ready. Let's get into our entry rules. Okay, so here are the things we're going to be looking for when entering into a long trade. So first of all, we need to have a signal from our Hoffman's retracement bar indicator, which is this red triangle. And what this triangle means is that this particular candlestick had a bearish retracement of over 45% from the top. Also, for this bullish signal to be valid, we need to have our price sitting above both our purple line and our green line. There also has to be no lines positioned in between them. Once we have all of our conditions met, we're going to be placing our buy order slightly above the highest price of this candlestick, right here. We're going to be setting our stop loss at our purple line, and our take profit target will be 1.5 times the risk. Now we're going to wait and see if our next candlestick triggers our buy order. So we see that our next candlestick just triggered our buy order, and now we are officially in a trade. So now let's see if the price actually moves towards our take profit target. There we go, we had a nice profitable trade. The exact opposite rules apply when entering short trades. So first of all, we need to wait for the price to get below all of these lines. The purple line has to be sitting below our green line. There also isn't allowed to be any of these lines in between these two levels. Once we have that condition met, we're going to be looking at the Hoffman's retracement bar indicator for a green triangle. So this green triangle indicates that this particular candlestick had a bullish retracement of more than 45% from the bottom. So this would be a valid signal for us to place a sell order just below the price of this candlestick. If there is no room for your stop loss to be set at your purple line because the price action is already fairly close to it, we can actually bring our stop loss up towards our green line. And once again, we will be targeting 1.5 times the risk. Now let's see if our next candlestick actually triggers this sell order. So as you can see, the first candlestick did not trigger, but if this is the case, we can actually wait for the second candlestick to see if it fills. So we are now officially in a trade, and let's see if the price action actually hits our take profit target. And here we see we had another successful trade. Okay, here's another example of a short trade. We see that the price is closed below all of our lines, and we see that our purple line is below our green line with no lines in between. So now we are looking for a bullish retracement, and we see that this candlestick does have one. So it has retraced more than 45% from the bottom, and this would be an indication to place a sell order slightly below the lowest price of this candlestick. We'll be setting our stop loss either at our purple line or our green line depending on where the price action is. I'd say the purple line is fine in this example, and once again we will be targeting 1.5 times the risk. So now let's see if our next candlestick triggers our buy order. So the next one didn't, so we have one more chance. If the next one does, we will be safely entered into a trade, and if not, we cancel it and move on to the next. So our sell order filled, and we're now safely in a short position. And as you can see, we managed to hit our take profit there fairly quickly. Okay, so now that we know the rules for this strategy, let's backtest the system 100 times and see what sort of results we can return. Okay, so I finished my backtesting and the results are crazy good. I actually did backtest the price of Bitcoin versus the US dollar, Solana versus the US dollar, and Ethereum versus the US dollar. Our win rate for this strategy was 61%, which is extremely high for this risk to reward ratio. We also gained 176% return on our account, and the equity curve looks absolutely amazing. Just take a look at all these winning streaks. Also, by the way, I found those 100 setups within 20 days. Also, by scrolling down here, we can see that we have more information about our backtest. So our profit factor is 2.35, and we had 9 consecutive wins against 6 consecutive losses. And if we are to compare our Hoffman strategy to other strategies we've already got on the channel, we see in terms of win rate, it isn't currently sitting that high, and in terms of account growth, it does show some pretty decent numbers. So overall, I think this system is definitely worth backtesting and forward testing on different markets to see how well it performs. If you have any questions, please ask them down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. I love you all. Peace.